Hey team, it's Tara Castaneda, Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. I wanted to chat with you guys a little bit about something I stumbled across as I was kind of clearing out my desk and everything, and I stumbled across my Super Saturday notes from last year. So we're approaching this upcoming next Super Saturday in just a couple of weeks. I'm super excited about it. But I wanted to share these notes. I attended the one in Dallas with Sonia Dudley and Amy Kosmalski, and both are now Diamond Ambassadors. So I can't take the credit for this, but these are my notes that I can share with you guys because I think that they're so pertinent. So I'm going to jump right in. They talked about the Plexus success spheres and that there were 3 of them. The first one was build your business. The second one was build yourself. And the third one was build your team. And so I'm going to talk about the build your business first. It's going to be the most lengthy, and then I'm going to touch base on the yourself and your team one in a moment. But the building yourself has 3 different parts. It's got a learn, connect, and act part of that building your business. And so we talk about DMOs a lot, a daily method of operation. I want you guys to have one and implement the learn, connect, and act pieces inside your DMO. So for example, my team, I tell my team to do, at least 2 to 4 Plexus posts a day. So that would be act, right? Follow up with some of your potentials, follow up with your customers, follow up with your ambassadors. That's the connect part. And the learn part is read a training manual, or not a training manual, read a training document, or watch a training video, or learn something from the team page. So your daily method of operation should have a learn, connect, and act in it, okay? So here's some tips on those 3 topics. So the first one they talk about is learning. I'm looking at my old notes, see how they're so crumbly. So they talk about learn how to overcome objections before you get to them. So we talk about this, team. If you're listening, Slim Jims out there, we talk about this a lot. Start by validating them. Okay, so for an example, we talk about, let's go over some common questions that are had. So before somebody can even voice an objection, validate it before it happens. So for example, maybe you're sharing the product with somebody at a sip and see or an opportunity meeting. Talk about those common questions and how you can overcome them before somebody voices it or even has it in their mind. So you're validating it before it even arrives. It's more effective to overcome if you go at it that direction. So just reassure people. So, hey, some common questions is it expensive? Well, I don't think it is because I'm able to save $350 a month now because I don't eat out anymore or as much. I don't eat junk food. I'm off prescription medicines. So it's actually saved me and my family $350 because I don't drink my Diet Cokes anymore. I don't want them. So it's actually saved me money. So kind of reassure those fears before they pop up in somebody's head. So that's one example. Another thing that my team, I tell you guys about, is the feel, felt, found method. I have no clue who came up with this. I've seen it many different times from various different network marketers in different companies, but it is genius. I actually learned it from Sarah Robbins from RNF, Rotating Fields, and it is highly effective. So let's say that you don't validate a fear before it happens, but somebody does say something that they do have a fear. So maybe, I just don't have time to do something like this. So use the feel, felt, found. I understand how you feel. I actually felt the same way, but what I found out was blah, 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 blah. And you kind of help them reassure that fear. So the feel, felt, found method. So learn these things. Another thing under the learn is learn why it is that you want to do network marketing and how, learn more about that industry, how to build a business. Read books about it, guys. If you are really wanting to make this something serious in your life, if you're maybe wanting to cut down your work hours and maybe stay at home or, be a jewel, an emerald, a sapphire, a diamond, y'all, you need to know your industry. So read books on it. Eric Worre, GoPro is great. Sarah Robbins, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. Those are 2 excellent books to get started with and at least know what it is that you're doing. That's where I started and it completely changed my business. So know what it is that you're involving yourself in. And then share that with your team. Share that. Teach that. You're learning here. Learn about that and then share that with others that are on your team. Also know that 40% of Plexus products are purchased from customers. In network marketing, I'm teaching you guys something here, so part of that learn thing. In network marketing, that shows stability. right? So know these types of things about your industry, and it will make you more confident in sharing your business and sharing your opportunity. It will make you more confident in just sharing the products, even because you're going to believe in what you're doing and what you stand for. So learn that. The second thing was the connect piece, right? I want you guys to challenge yourself in becoming a better listener. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth. God knew what he was doing. We're supposed to listen twice as much as we speak, okay? So I want you guys to really be listening to your team. What are they saying? What are they needing? I want you to listen to your potentials. What are they wanting? What are their goals? You may have your own agenda, but that's not going to get you anywhere, okay? You need to be listening to other people. Listening, become a better listener. Have an emotional versus a rational connection with people. People respond to emotion. We are human. That's what we do. So have an emotional connection rather than a rational one. Show your excitement. Show your passion. Show your concern when somebody shares their health troubles that they're going for. Have that emotional reaction. That's what people are going to react to. You may know everything that you could possibly need to know about the industry, about the products, the science behind it, and everything that's very rational, very logical. But many people are not going to react to that. They're going to react to the emotional side. So work on that. Work on that connection piece. Also, connect with friends about you, how you reacted to a testimony, why you are loving Plexus, why you are wanting to do this, what you found interesting. Especially if you work your business on Facebook. Most of us do. It's a great way, an easy way to promote your business. People are your friends on Facebook for a reason. They want to connect with you, okay? So make sure that you're connecting on a personal level with people. And be sure to connect using all of your different channels. So your Facebook, the different groups that you're a part of on Facebook, your work friends, your friends, your family, your carpool line, your church friends. Those all are social circles that could benefit from Plexus. So be sure to connect to many different channels that you have connections with, okay? The third thing is act. Again, this is all under building your business, the learn, connect, and act piece. Act. I want you guys to know your why. Why is it that you are doing this? Okay, I got something from the Emerald Extravaganza last summer, and it's a begin to design your why. I absolutely love it. It says, write your key values and convictions on how you live your life and conduct your business. Based on your values and convictions, ask yourself, why do I want to do this? Be specific. Who do I want to become? Be specific. And what does my life look like in the future? Be specific. That's kind of how to design your why. Team Slim Jims, be watching out for this. I'm going to make this a team challenge here. So know your why and make it positive. Another thing is love them where they are. And I'm talking about customers, ambassadors, your team members, potentials. Love them where they are. This isn't about your timing. It's about theirs. And reach your desires through reaching theirs. We talk a lot about that. You know, reach down to lift others up. When you work on building your team and helping them, you and your business is going to reflect that, and you're going to get where you want to be. So reach your desires through reaching their desires. Love them where they are. Figure out what they desire, what they want, and when you are able to connect on that type of level, your business will grow. Here's some tips that they gave on how to help a person in their first, month or so when they join. The first 48 hours, have them make a list of 100 people that they know. If you've been in this for very long, you know what I'm talking about. Make that list of 100 people that you know. Have a launch party. I absolutely love online Facebook parties. That's what my team and I do all the time. Or do one that's a sip and see or an opportunity meeting at your house. Have some girlfriends, have some family members over. Doing that launch party a couple weeks after you've begun and started talking to people about it and started posting about it, you've created a buzz, you've created interest, you've sparked you've piqued their interest. That's when you want to do a launch party. Also, duplicate the power of 3, guys. That's going to be key. You need to act on this. When you have a team, you cannot do this all on yourself. You may be the best recruiter out there and you can recruit every single person that you come into contact with. Wonderful. That's amazing. That's not going to get you to the top. Okay? It will get you far, but it's not going to get you to the top. It really does take teamwork. Help your team find their 3 people, and then help them find their 3 people, and them find their 3 people. That power of 3 is really going to be crucial in you growing your business. Also follow, if you're on my team, you know my training plan. You guys know that, but if you're not on my team, connect with your uplines and learn their training plan. Know that, act on it, follow it. It's there for a reason. So know that training plan, know that retention plan, know those things. Follow up. This is part of acting. Follow up with your teams and your ambassadors and your customers. If you don't do this, your retention rate is going to probably be low. So you want to follow up and make sure people are doing okay. And watch your mindset traps. I could do an hour conversation on mindset. I've really dove into this topic and I've fallen in love with it. But watch your mindset traps. Here are some mindset traps. I'm going to look down and read them. Fear of failure. Are you afraid to fail? Ask yourself why. What would be the worst thing if you did fail? What would be the worst thing? Right? Probably not a whole huge thing, right? You're not going to be any worse off than you were before you started it, okay? So your fear of failure. Identify why you're fearing failure, and what would be the worst if that did happen. It kind of eases your fear. Embarrassment of success. Are you embarrassed to be successful? This is a mindset trap, guys. You're saying, I just don't know a lot of people. Guys, that can be the worst thing and the biggest lie you can tell yourself. It is not just about who you know, it's about who they know, and you never know who they know, right? So I've seen people go all the way to the top with less than 500 Facebook friends, with a small family in a small town. So it's not just based on the number of people that you know. Don't let that fool you. Excuses. Are excuses getting in your way? Excuses are your mind's way of telling you that you don't deserve to do this. And that's so false, right? Excuses are something that they're fake, they're not real, right? So don't let excuses get in your way of success. Prejudgments or biases. You know, before I started Plexus, I told myself I'd never do something like this because I was prejudgmental about MLMs, but I didn't really understand them. Now I absolutely love them. I can't imagine myself doing something different. So are prejudgments or biases holding you back? Is your own negativity, your own negative self-talk getting in your way? Are you telling yourself you can't do this? Oh, I wish I could. I hope I can. That's all negative self-talk, right? Or I know I should do something, but I'm not, right? That's all negativity and negative self-talk. Are you saying that you don't have the time, right? If you say that, then you are not taking yourself serious enough to do this, because when something's important to you, you're going to find time to make it happen, right? So don't let that be in your way. Or self-sabotage. Are you really self-sabotaging yourself, right? Think on that. Your words will tell your mind what to create. Write that down. Your words will tell your mind what to create. Tell yourself, if your next rank is gold, tell yourself, I am a gold ambassador. Put it on your phone background. I am a gold ambassador. Write down, I am promoting to gold in January 2016, if that's your goal. Write that down. Read it, believe it, breathe it into life. Your words will become truth, okay? So that's build your business. Building yourself and building your team, guys. Building yourself starts with self-growth. Dive into some John Maxwell. He's awesome. Really analyze your self-talk. Grow yourself. Grow your own skills. When you, well, let me back up. There are times that I've gotten stuck in my journey. I've made another YouTube video on this. And I look back, and it was because that I needed to learn something more about myself. Every time I needed to learn lessons about myself and about my own leadership in order to get to my next rank. So I had to build myself. I was so focused on building my team and building my business that I wasn't achieving what I needed to because I wasn't the level of leader that I needed to be. So I needed to build myself. And same thing with building your team. Build up your team. If your team doesn't have self-confidence, if your team doesn't have the belief in themselves, if your team doesn't have that self-drive, that ability, that belief in their ability, they're not going to go very far. So while you're growing yourself, I encourage you to grow your team. Help do some coaching classes with them. Do some book studies with them. John Maxwell's 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership is great. I love my new favorite book is this one right here. I'm working on it with my team, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. This is an awesome one. I've got tons more. There's another video on books that I love. But really, really work on growing your team as well as yourself. So those are my notes for Super Saturday from last year. I think they're still very applicable, and I hope it helped. Thanks, Sonia and Amy, for these for your wonderful presentation last year. I'm still using it. Love y'all. Bye.